media.
I'd like to welcome everybody to today's conversation. We got a special guest today. A man that lived through the Charlotte streets in the 80s, ran clubs, had cars, baby man, and he saw the highs and lows of the hustle. Today we got the one and only Melvin, Big PLUKE. What's up, man?
I don't know.
Let's take it back to the beginning. Where you from?
I'm from Charlotte. I was born right beside where the music factory is right now. Music Factory Boulevard, which was Seaboard Street back in my day. It was called Seaboard Street. I was born at an address called 1112 Seaboard Street. But they had me in the hospital down at Good Samaritan Hospital. The location is right there where the stadium is right now. That's where the large black hospital was. It was called Good Samaritan Hospital. And that's where I was born at. August 6th, 1955.
Mm. Did you grow up with both parents?
Yep.
You did?
My dad named Willie Hill. My mother named Janie Mae Norman Hill. She's from Georgia. My dad is from Georgia also. They came up in Charlotte in 1947. I had an older brother, which is still here, and my older sister. They're still here too. We brought them up from Georgia. But everybody else, we was born in Charlotte. I have 4 other brothers, 2 which passed away. God rest their soul. But my brother that's next to me with the rap, he's here. And my oldest brother, he's still here. And my older sister is still. Well, I have a one sister by my mother and father. She's here. She's 75, maybe 76. My oldest brother, maybe 78.
How was you in school, PLUKE? Was you a good student or a troublemaker?
I was a good student. I have a BS degree in business administration.
Oh, so you went to college?
I went to Bobby Scotia College. I graduated May 13th, 1979.
Now that ain't something that most hustlers end up going to college. How you what you studied in college?
Business administration with concentration in economics. But I did a lot of stuff while I was in college.
I was just about to get to that. Was you totally what was your mindset?
My mindset was doing what I came there for, Dame. You know, I wasn't gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
When, I came there to conquer.
So was you focused or was your mind already on hustle?
Well, I tried to get away from hustle. When you hustle. Damn, I'm not no hustler, man. You can't throw this. Yeah, I'm not a hustler. I'm just a businessman. I just handle whatever business came. I don't think it was hustling. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think you're a man of many jobs. I think you're an entrepreneur more than anything. I ain't never known you in one spot. Well, as long as I've been living.
I never worked for nobody else. I always worked for myself all my life. I had a club called 20th Century Fox. It was on Kings Drive and Moorhead. And this was back in the 72, 71. And then I start over again. I ran a liquor house when I was 12 years old. I had a liquor house then. And when I was 12, my mother stopped because my brother was my worst customer. One of my older middle brothers, he just didn't like it that I was mad.
What did Charlotte look like when you was growing up?
Country town. It wasn't but probably about 15, 20 buildings downtown on Tryon and Trade. It was only about 15 buildings. Store called Crescents that was down there, National Shirt Shop, National Hat Shop, Florissant Shoe Shop, Record City Discount, Woolworth, Ivy's, Belts, and all this was down there. Crescent turned into Kmart. You remember a store called Kmart?
I remember Kmart.
Yeah, now that was Crescent. That's what the K stands for. But Crescent, Kmart went out of business too when Walmart came along. Walmart outdid them all. A guy named Sam Walton, that's who owns Walmart. He owns Sam's Club and all of that. Sam Walton, he's old. He's long gone. he had to look out. He and his aunt, Dora Day. So I don't know, something happened to Ben, so I quieted. I took over because I was down there all the time anyway, trying to make money when I was 12, 13. I was big as I am now.
Right.
So when he left, I just kept running. Kept getting somebody to get the liquor and beer for me and kept on selling. My brother was the worst customer.
Yeah. Would you say you was rolling back then?
Oh yeah, always there.
Yeah. Would you say it was more about survival, money, or status? Or all three?
Neither one. Just doing something. I know nothing about no status. I mean, I was surviving, but I didn't think about no status. And I don't think so. I don't really remember all that well. Dang. Wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Never had no trouble with the police or nothing even then. Never. I was right across the street from the elementary school that I went to, which was called Fairview Elementary.
Mm.
A building just like Fairview Homes. Fairview Homes was quite a bit away from it. Fairview School turned into W.G. Byers Elementary, which is on Spring Street.
Yeah, I know what that's.
Now, that was my elementary school. They just changed the name. W.G. Byers was the principal when I went there back in the 60s.
Now, I had in my notes about one club. How many clubs you done had, fool?
I had 3 or 4. I had a club called a Fantasy. It was out on Independence. And I had another club, 20th Century Fox. And then I had Mr. P's. Mr. P's downtown. That was it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I knew about Mr. P.
Well,
how did you come about getting Mr. P? How did it help?
Well, I was going to buy me a Porsche. And I told this guy that I was running another nightclub for. I forget what the name of that club was. But I ran the club for him. I told him I wanted a Porsche. I hadn't seen him in a few months. And I went to him and told him, buy me a Porsche. He said, you don't need no Porsche. You need a nightclub. So I got Mr. P's on Freedom Drive. I got it from him and gave him a few $1,000. And I had a club that was already set up. But it was a white club. It was called the Roxy. It was a rock club on the wrong side of town. So I turned it black.
So what was the vibe like in there back in your day?
I had Michael Jordan, Sean Kemp, Dominique Wilkins. All these guys were my customers. Michael Jordan stayed there. Did I ever show you a picture of Michael Jordan?
Mm-mm.
When he was over there, I never showed you.
Mm-mm. Hold on, we'll get to it.
Yeah, okay. I got a live picture on my phone that we took.
So by this time, you wasn't running no liquor or doing that.
I was selling legal liquor in the nightclub.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't selling no drugs.
Yeah.
That was another thing, though.
Now, you had all these cars and stuff. What all cars did you have, Fluke? You just said something about a Porsche.
I had a Porsche. I had a Mercedes. I got a Mercedes out there right now that I've had since
I seen it.
81. Still got it. 300D. It was a diesel. I took it to Texas, New Orleans, all down around there. Took this girl down there, showing her a good time. Then we went to Tennessee to B.B. King's Club on Beale Street. I took her down. I took her everywhere. She wasn't used to anything. But when I saw her about 6 months ago, she told this guy that was in the club, that's the guy I've been talking about right there that took me to New Orleans. And I took her to New Orleans almost 20 years ago. She's still talking about it. Well, I showed her a good time.
Now, there's something else I want to touch on about the baby man that everybody used to talk about. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we had carpet on the walls. Carpet on thick carpet, 6, 7 inches thick. It made you take your shoes off. I didn't have to tell nobody to take their shoes off when they came in. They took the shoes off because it was so wasn't very big, but had all.
So was the mansion like a extension of Mr. P's?
No, it was just a house with 4 rooms in it, all the luxury. It's just a fun house, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you wasn't old enough in that.
No, I was young, man. I was a baby.
Yeah, in 1985.
Yeah, I was a baby.
Yeah, you was baby. So was.
Was it in Wild Nights at the mansion?
Oh man, it had to be, man. It had to be Wild Night. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
The Wild Night and Day.
Is it any one particular story that you can think of that's halfway decent?
No,
It ain't not one.
no, not no decent.
Well, look, light.
Well, I had 3 girls at one time. They was all trying to outdo each other.
Yeah. So you just had them compete.
No, they competed on their own because they were trying to, show me. They just hadn't done nothing like that, and they having fun.
Yeah,
They
I get it.
It wasn't even freak, but they got freaky.
Yeah, I know that. If I know you,
Damn,
I
you
know.
don't show this stuff to nobody.
No, man, I'm not gonna show it to nobody. Do you feel like it was reckless, or do you feel like you was just having fun? Or when you look back now,
fun. They talk about it. Girls, I still see them. They still talk about it.
but I'm saying when you look back on, do you be like, boy, I was too wild, or it was.
No, I was just going through a time. I saw one girl down to Mercy Hospital about a month ago, and she brought it up. She said, "You remember that time we was at your house? So and so and so and so was there." I said, "Yep, yeah." She started going off. She didn't even want to leave. She told me she had got married.
Okay, in your heyday, I ain't gonna ask you how much you made. How much you think you blew in your heyday?
I blew over $1 million. Easy. Make it, you lose. A fool and his money will soon part.
That's a fact.
Yeah, But, that's the way it went.
I agree with that 100%.
We had a good time, so everybody had a good time.
Was it a lot of hating back in your day?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people hating on each other and backbreaking?
This guy named DJ, I had about a £1/4 of powder on the table. We just snorting out a £1/4.
Yeah.
Out of £1/4 bag.
What?
Somebody knocked at the door, and I went to the door while DJ and somebody else was sitting around the round table. That's what we used to call the table. Nice but round table. And I went to the door. When I went to the door, and I opened the door. DJ heard me open the door, and I bagged back to look to see what they was doing. And the DJ had picked up a rock that weighed about a pound. But I say it weighed probably about 8 or 9 ounces. He was gonna steal a rock out of the bag.
This was at the mansion, or what was it?
Yes, that's the man. We was just one day we was just sitting up there snoring and drinking. We drank Jack Daniels, Budweiser, snort.
Yeah.
Smoke weed back in the day. You had to balance yourself out. Couldn't get too high or powder, or couldn't get too drunk. Couldn't smoke that much weed. You had to balance it out. But I say, put that back. And he put it back in the bag. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I never seen him again. Because you can't, people steal. They excited, Can't bang anybody around the round table, when you have a good time.
That's a fact.
Can't do that. You gotta have certain members, certain qualified.
So it was a team of y'all. Do you feel like you were solo, or you had a squad you rolled with?
We had a lot of guys that worked with me,
Yeah.
Several of them have passed away, though, come to think of it. Red Fox, Tim, Big Damien.
Tim Strain, the one who had that big brick mansion on the other side?
No, not Tim Strain.
Oh.
Tim Strain dead?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't live. He just lived near where my mom lived.
Oh,
I never
okay.
knew him
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
He used to come to my club though. I had a club called 20th Century Fox, and they was out of Peak Mount Court too. Them jokers could dance, boy. They was better than Soul Train. I mean, they came over my club to dance. Guys and the women, they was professional dancers that was, wasn't on record for that.
Right.
They could have easily been on TV. I mean, these people out of Peak Mount Court, Earl Village, Dalton Village. Oh man, they was some. I wish Max C could be here to tell you.
Hold on. Now that you old the Fluke and you going to church, what made you go in that direction?
Because one time I had a girlfriend and we had been up all night doing wild things the whole time. And I asked her, what church you member of? She told me. And then I said, let's go to your church. We had been up all Saturday night, so we got up and got dressed and went to church. And I joined the church. It had been her church. She had quit. She said she got caught up in a scandal, and she quit going to church. So I got her back in. And so we went to church, and that was in 1991. And I joined the church in 92, and I became a Prince Hall Mason. And all around that time, all of us connected together. I sung on the choir 30 years, and I've been a Mason for 30 years, and I've been a member of that church for 30 years.
What role would you say your faith play in your life today?
Taught me respect, and you got to respect your fellow man, but you got to respect God. We got somebody to answer to. You don't think so?
I know so.
Yeah, you got somebody to answer to, so, you got to believe in salvation. Somebody died for your sins. You just a lot out there, so you got to believe in something. Why not believe in God?
Do anybody ever approach you about the old days today?
Oh, yeah. One guy's name is Gary McFadden. He's police chief now.
Mm-hmm.
Came to my church. He started telling everybody, this man had the best club in Charlotte. I said, man, we in church.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't stop talking about it to the pastor. The pastor said, I know Brother Hill. I know about him. We'll talk about that. But he's not telling me nothing I don't know. He said, Brother Hill like the women, though. I said, come on, Chief, don't say that. That's what the pastor said. Brother Hill like the girls. What are you talking about, man? I said, you in church, too.
Hey, man. If you could looking back, if you could change anything, would you?
I would have done some things, but I wouldn't change anything. I made some investments that I started, but I didn't, because it was all new to me, and thought I would make mistakes if I did certain investments, legal investments.
If you knew then what you know now,
I'd be a big time billionaire. I know I'd have probably been a billionaire.
now the last thing, if
I know I would have.
if you could tell the youth, if you was talking to a young youth, what would you tell them?
Well, I'll tell the young me, careful of the thought seed that you plant in the garden of your mind, because seeds grow after they kind. Every thought you accept is true or plant in your mind to be true blossoms into an act. Good thoughts bring forth good fruit. Bad thoughts rot your meat. You have to be careful of the thought seed that you plant in the garden of your mind. Once again, seeds grow after they kind. Don't you believe?
All day.
Yeah.
Big Fluke, man, I thank you for this, man, for being real with me today.
But let me make another introduction.
Go ahead, Fluke.
Behold, I am Melvin Hill. I am not of your world. But fear me not, I will do you no harm. Loan me your funky mind, and I shall play with it. For nothing is good unless you play with it. And all that is good is nasty. All right.
I appreciate it, Fluke. Thank you, man.